Welcome to another episode of the Money Wheel Podcast. The journey to wealth starts here with your host, Don Shade.
Hello, my friend and future millionaire. Welcome to this episode of the Money Wheel. My name is Don Shade. Now, in the last episode, I touched briefly on credit card debt and how we're going to start eliminating some of it. What I'd like to do in this episode is go into that in a little more detail and explain it out just a little more. I said to you about looking at your credit card with the lowest balance, and that's the one I want you to pay off first. Where a lot of people make their mistake is they look at the interest rate and think that they're saving money because they're making more of a payment on a credit card with a higher interest rate. Well, some of that is true. You are saving a little bit of money by doing that. But here's the issue that I see out of that, and this is what I would rather have happen. Remember how we talked about making your goals close so that you can hit the target? You need to know what victory feels like. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to take your credit card with the lowest balance and we're going to focus all the extra money that we have on that credit card until it's paid off. And then you're going to have an empty credit card in your wallet, which is going to be a different feeling. Then, when you look at the credit card with the next highest balance, you're going to take the minimum payment that you were making before or whatever extra money you were paying on the first credit card that you paid off and add it to the second card along with the minimum payment on that card. So you see how we pick up speed to get you out of debt faster. Let's say, for example, you have 6 credit cards. Well, we're going to hold off on the one with the highest balance because I want you to get some of the smaller debt cards paid off. I want you to be able to know what it feels like to walk around with 2 or 3 empty credit cards if you're somebody that has a lot of credit cards. And that's the way it works to build momentum to get out of debt. Now, if you're running some cards that have 0% and that sort of thing, you're going to want to keep an eye on that because what happens when that 0% is over, they add all the interest onto the balance. So you can play what I call a master card game there and switch some balances back and forth to cards that run 0% if you have that kind of credit. And it will save you some money. I've done that in the past. It's for somebody that's more advanced as far as has a good handle on their credit and knows exactly what they're doing. I'm not going to get into that in the details of this podcast. I cover all that kind of stuff in our Money Mastery course. So what you want to do is go to themoneywheelpodcast.com and click on Money Mastery. And I cover everything in that course in great detail to help you eliminate the debt that you're carrying. Now, something I want you to keep in mind is you didn't get here overnight. You're not going to get out overnight. And it's one of those deals you're looking to make your future a whole lot brighter by the way you manage your money. And you may be done doing some of the stuff that you did in the past with money. But the issue is this: your financial past isn't done with you until you're out of debt. That's everything I have for this episode of the Money Wheel. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to the Money Wheel Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and like the podcast. For everything that was talked about in today's amazing show, go to moneywheelpodcast.com and get today's show notes, past episodes, and most importantly, you can connect with Don Shade on all his social media platforms. Again, at moneywheelpodcast.com. If you are just looking to email Don, you can email him at don@moneywheelpodcast.com. For a list of all our tools we use in our business, you can go to moneywheelpodcast.com/resources. Again, thank you for listening to today's podcast, and see you in our next episode of the Money Wheel Podcast.